What's up, guys? I'm shooting another vlog as I create this wall right here. By the time you see this video on the vlog channel, you have already seen the new format for the VHS or Die series that I'm doing, which is the first one that I watched today that I haven't seen in a while, Mission to Mars. Holy God, if you watched the review, you saw what I thought of that. So what I'm doing here is I'm basically building the backdrop of what the VHS or Die movie reviews is gonna be. And for the longest time, I have, since Blockbuster was originally going out of business, I went to Blockbuster and I scavenged through their entire horror movie section. Unfortunately, most of the movies, they didn't fire sell until like the very last day, and most of them weren't even that good. So what they were selling though for very cheap and trying to get rid of was the stuff that they had on display. And so I went to the horror section, and I don't know if you guys remember these or not, but these were the backings for a film. If you wanted to go rent the film, normally the DVD cases would be right in front, or the VHSs if you want to go way back. And they would sit in front of these backings. And when you knew you saw only the backing, that means all the movies were rented and they were all gone. So they had a fucking shit ton of these. And what I did was I went and I got as many of these as I possibly could. I never knew what I was gonna do with them, I just knew I wanted them. And then, as if you've seen my older movie reviews on the Retro or Die channel, you saw that I was using that wall as a backdrop right there, which was the entry, well, the back part of my door. I think I'm gonna take those down and add that to this wall, because I want to make this more quality. Now with these VHS or Die reviews, I want to make this more of a thing. You know, I have the Retro or Die stuff, which is the video games, of course, and then I want the VHS or Die stuff to be, you know, just look better in all regards. Now, I don't know if I'm ever going to expand out more and do stuff like Toy or Die or anything like that, because, I mean, we know that I could do it if I wanted to. But that's here nor there. I don't know if that's even the right expression. Here nor there. But for this, I'm going to use these backings, finally, and create basically the VHS or Die backdrop. So that's what I'm doing. And I just figured, since I'm building it, I'm putting it together, I figured I would show you guys to have in a vlog video. Now, vlogs, like I said, are hard to create content for, because it's not that creative, but I'm actually creating something this time. This is not the camera angle I would be normally using for the VHS or Die movie reviews. What I can tell you is I plan on doing these a lot more often than the Retro or Die series, because the Retro or Die series video game reviews take a lot more effort than a movie review. Well, for the caliber of movie reviews that I'm known for, which you're basically sitting in front of the camera, which have worked out pretty well. My Alien Covenant review did really well. My Star Wars Last Jedi review did really well. I think it's the most popular video, a matter of fact, on the channel, aside from the Alien Covenant review. So you guys really enjoy my movie reviews. The thing is, though, I don't enjoy going to the movie theater and just paying for movies that I already assume are going to be bad just by the way they look. You know, I'm not Angry Joe or any of those channels where I talk a bunch of crap about a movie or a game and how I think it's going to be horrible, but I go out and pay for it anyway. Hence furthering Hollywood from being able to make more crappy movies. So, and movies, going to the movie theater is expensive, as many of you know. And even though people enjoy watching me get pissed off in these movie reviews, I would rather not pay and waste money on doing movie reviews, especially because I don't make money off YouTube. So I'm basically just throwing money away to get views on a video, which I'm not willing to do. So, I mean, I already do the podcast and that's enough. I run my own website and I pay for that, and like I said, I don't make money off of anything, which is whatever. It's because I like to do it, not because I'm looking to make money. Making money would be nice, but it's just not the way it is, so whatever. So I'm actually kind of happy because these things, these backings, have literally been sitting in a drawer for years. Blockbuster went out of business, I think in 2009 or 10. So yeah, it's been almost 10 years since Blockbuster has been out of business. And before any of you jump down my throat and say, Blockbuster's not out of business, there's still one open in Alaska or in Antarctica or whatever. Well, you know what I mean. Every Blockbuster from any other state that's not Antarctica or Alaska is gone. So, but this VHS or Die series, I'm actually way more excited to start working on this because my VHS collection has gotten so huge that I have a lot of movies to choose from now. And a lot of movies, whether they're good or not so good, I can bring light to, because most of the time people don't remember these movies. And Mission to Mars is one that I know no one talks about. I mean, shit, I forgot that I even saw that movie until I ran across it in the VHS section of the thrift store. So I'm just going to keep building this wall, and this is the next thing you're going to see. Well, this is what you, at this point, probably already saw if you watched the video, the first episode of the VHS or Die Mission to Mars. But this is going to be the set from now on going forward, because I just think it's way cooler. I could do green screen, but green screen, for me, I'm just sick of it. I like more practical things. It may sound weird because I was like super for green screen and making like, I thought I was going to make these movie quality videos when I was doing movie reviews and things like that. And when I did Let's Plays and that kind of stuff. And it turns out green screen is a lot more, not complicated, but there's just so much that can go wrong with green screen. And I've shot video before with green screen where if it doesn't turn out exactly how I want, like with lighting or with just the overall look, it's like a wasted video to me. It was a waste of effort. It wasn't worth the time or the editing or anything to make the video. There are probably, in my backlog of videos, probably like five I would say videos, no more than 5 I wouldn't think, videos that have never been released that I've done with green screen because I just wasn't happy with the end quality of the green screen. Some of you may be asking, well, will these videos ever come out? Probably not. Probably not. I'm not happy with putting out mediocre stuff. Even when I started out on YouTube at first, I tried to do the best possible job I could with what I had. And when I first started out, I didn't have a nice microphone. I didn't have good video editing software. I was using, the microphone note capability on my iPhone 4, like doing the voiceover on my iPhone 4 and then transferring that to the computer, and then using the free video editing software that came with my video camera at the time. And that video editing software was so buggy and so bad that if I got a video that was over 5 minutes long, the software would start to crash. And there was one point where I think I worked, because when I first started doing video editing, videos would take me all day to edit, because I was meticulously going over everything, making sure everything was as perfect as it possibly could be. And one day, and the video is on the Retro or Die channel now, but that was the second attempt to making the video, and that was my Doom 64 review. One of the first videos I ever worked on. It was like my fourth video I ever did on YouTube. And I spent all day, so we're talking like 14 hours or something like that, editing a video. 14 hours. It gets to the point where the video's done. It gets to the point where I'm ready to save the video, render it. I render the video and I get this error on screen. Sorry, I'm looking at which one of these I want to take down and put behind me over here. Because I have like my favorite ones over on that wall, like my Friday the 13th, my The Shining, my Aliens, Gremlins, all that stuff's over there. These were good ones, these just weren't the ones I wanted on the main wall. Whatever. Back to the story. So I get to the part where I'm rendering the video, it's saving. After all this hard work, all this time and effort have been put into it. I get this error code during the software, as it was saving. And it wasn't right away. It was probably, I don't know, close to being done. I get the error code and it corrupts the entire video. Not only does it corrupt the entire video, it corrupted all of the saved projects that I had done for the video. So all the parts where I went in, saved, and kept on trying to make the video good. You know what I mean? If I would save it, take a break, come back, it corrupted all those as well. So I lost an entire fully edited voice work, videos completely done, review. I lost the entire thing. I was pissed, to say the least. And for anyone that edits video, I'm sure it's happened to at least once to everybody before. But at that point, that's when I was done. I was never going to let that happen again. And that's when I finally went out, spent what little money I had, upgrading my software, upgrading my computer, getting a good camera, and getting a microphone. Hence, the quality of my channel went from down here to up here like real fast as far as production quality. because I was never gonna let that happen again. And it never did. Ooh, that's a good one. American Psycho. So yeah, that was a horror story that happened, and why I will never go on the cheap when doing videos again. Well, when you're starting out, you don't know those things. It's all about trial and error until you get good enough to know. So, like I said, back to my point, I was getting off track, back to my point, is I don't want things to be craptastic when it comes to the quality of production. So the green screen thing to me, unless you have these like killer lights, you're not gonna have good lighting, and it's not something I like to keep on finding out whether or not it's good afterward. And for me, time is not a luxury I have. Time is not a luxury that I can just be like, spend a fucking shitload of time testing out all these different lighting ways to make sure I get the green screen possibly the best thing as possible. And I don't know about you guys, but when I start doing a project, I want to get the project done. Not like hurry through it, but I want to get it done. I want to start working on it. I want to get it, you know, from concept to final product. I don't like having to finagle around technology to know if it's going to look good or not. That is one of the most annoying things to me, is having to deal with the technical aspect of making sure everything is going to work perfectly. Now I know it's a necessity, but at a certain point it just gets to be enough where you don't want to even worry about it anymore. Fear.com, that was a weird movie. That was a really weird one. Man, I don't know what else to talk about. Oh, back to my point. But yes, so I like the more practical aspect of me sitting in front of an actual wall full of these movie backings from Blockbuster. I think it's cool. And I hopefully the people that watch my videos and see that most of my stuff I collect is cool too. I did look up online to see if people had any more of these things for movies that I didn't find, that they just didn't have anymore or whatever. And people, when it comes to scalping stuff, especially when a company goes out of business, most recently with Toys R Us, a lot of people probably saw this, but these things, these backing things, were going for like $20 a backing, 20 a piece. I don't know about you, but I would not fucking pay that. You know, I don't fucking work 40 plus hours a week to just throw $20 away on a backing. The only reason I have so many of these in abundance is because when Blockbuster was going into business, they were selling these at like 10 cents for 10 of them. It was a penny per one. So when I say I cleaned out the horror movie section, I really did clean out the horror movie section of these backings. So, yeah. But $20 for these things? For one? I don't think so. Even if it was my favorite movie ever, I would not pay $20 for a backing. I think it's starting to look pretty good. And holy crap, this vlog has gone on pretty long. If you watched it this far, wow, thank you. because I know this is probably the most boring shit in the world. You're watching me hang shit up on the wall while I just talk to myself in my office. I don't know if it's that interesting or not. Probably isn't. I wouldn't be interested. But hopefully you like the movie review you saw. So, yeah. I'll see you guys later on another vlog. Like I said, check out the movie review for Mission to Mars, and I'll see you on either or channel, or the website, on the podcast. By the way, go to the podcast, please. Listen to the podcast. Download iTunes or whatever. Go on there and leave a review for me, because Apple just doesn't like to do things correctly, and I guess you need a certain amount of reviews before they post it or some crap like that. So feel free, go to the website www.retroordiepodcast.com. That has the podcast episodes, has movie reviews, game reviews, toy reviews, and also the link to the podcast on iTunes. Alright guys, thanks for watching this crazy boring vlog of me hanging old Blockbuster backings on the wall. Cabin Fever, really good movie. Shouldn't have remade it exactly the same. It didn't work out for Psycho when they shot it scene for scene. So what made you think this was going to work out?